Hi, welcome to this restorative practice. It's about 25 minutes. Now you're going to need a block and a belt. So if you want to pause the video and grab one of those, if you don't have a block, a big heavy book would work. And if you don't have a belt or a strap, you can use a towel. So come to this seated position, close your eyes and bring your hands together in prayer. Start to breathe in and out through the nose. Feel the palms of the hands pressing into each other and just starting to relax. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Now just relax the shoulders and shake out the hands. And we're going to raise the arms overhead. Inhale and then exhale, hands to heart. 5 times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands back to heart space. Shake out the shoulders as you go. Shake out the hands. Really feel the oxygen coming into the lungs. And one last time. Exhale, hands to heart. Shake it all out. Bring the left hand onto the right knee and twist. Spinal twist, looking over the right shoulder. Sitting up tall, and as you exhale, twist a little deeper. You can keep your eyes closed or your eye gaze low. Bring your right hand now to your left knee and twist the other way. Again, inhale, lift up tall, exhale, twist a little deeper. Really feel that ringing out through the digestive area. And come back to center. Reset yourself. We're going to do seated cat-cow. So hands on knees for support. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And then inhale, lean forward, push the chin forward. Exhale, drop back. Inhale, pull forward. So feel a rounding in the spine as you exhale, and then feel a lengthening in the front of the body as you come forward. Just at your own time, your own rate of breath. Exhale back and inhale forward. And seated nice and tall. Side stretch. Right hand to the floor, left hand reaches up, and then bend the right elbow and twist over, or not twist, lean over. Feel the stretch down through the left side of the body and the contraction on the right side. Inhale, bring the arm back up to tall and then release it. Left hand to the floor, right hand up now. Stretch through the right side, look under the armpit. Feel the stretch from the right hip to the right wrist. Nice deep breaths. This is a slower practice, so we've got time to breathe into it. Reach up tall and release the hands down. Shake it all out. Bring the hands out at shoulder height, palms facing down, and let's just twist it out. So turn and look over the shoulder. Keep the sit bones to the floor and just twisting. So upper body's moving, lower body's staying still. Go to the right side first and then the left side. Last one to the right, last one left. Come back to center. Shake it out. And then we're going to come down onto our back. Take a moment and then hug the right knee in. Hug the left knee in. Bring nose to knee if you can. Or maybe it's just a matter of hugging it in. Squeeze that's each side as you go. So feeling the squeezing in at the hip. Really moving anything that's stuck in that hip area, and also stimulating the digestive system. So we always start with the right side and then we move to the left side. And the last one on the left. And release. Let's take a moment, Shavasana, just to have a little rest. Feel the energy buzzing in the hips. Bring the hands now onto the lower rib cage. Bring the feet over to the right, come off the mat, then bring the arms overhead. Grab the left wrist with the right hand and pull into banana pose. So we're stretching through the left side of the body now. Squeezing on the right side, big side stretch from the left ankle to the left wrist. Keep your eyes closed. Feel a lengthening through the left side of the body. Bring the hands back to the belly and then walk the feet to the other side. So left foot first, right foot, and then grab the right wrist with the left hand. Try and keep the hands on the floor if you can, and even the elbows on the floor if you can. So both hips are definitely on the floor, and now the stretch is through the right side of the body. Feel it from the right ankle to the right wrist. Bring the feet back to the center and hands back to the core. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Reset. Really feel the body start to relax. Now let's come into a little bit of a release for the lower back. So grab the knees with the hands and do circles, easing out the lower back, rolling the legs around. And then come back the other way. Feel a releasing out in the hips. Using body weight to push into the mat to relax the muscles. And bring the feet back to floor. Bring the knees together and the feet wide and just rest. Hands can be on the lower rib cage, or you can bring the hands down beside you, beside the hips. Whatever feels comfortable. Just take a moment. Feel the release and the relaxation in the hip area. Really feel into the body. Now grab the belt, or as I say, strap or a towel. Hook it over the right foot. Left leg is bent, and we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So arms are straight. Make sure there's not a bend in the elbows, and grip the belt with both hands, one on either side. Find that straightness in the right leg. Flex the foot just to the point where you can feel it. Don't go to it hurts, because we're going to go further. Now straighten out the left leg when you're ready and feel the deepening of the stretch. So hamstrings are notoriously tricky. We want to make sure that we don't go too far, otherwise they'll seize up. So we only want to just feel it. Ease off the belt if it's too much. Now bring the belt into the right hand, left hand on the floor for support, and drop the right leg over towards the right. Turn and look over the left shoulder and open up through the hips. Keep the leg straight, the foot flexed. Loosen off the belt if need be. Deep breaths into it. Bring the foot back up. Swap the hands over now. Put the belt into the left hand and bring the leg over just a little bit, just a few degrees. Keep both hips on the floor and feel the stretch now through the ITB, through the outside of the right hip. Make sure the elbow's straight in the left hand, left arm, and now come all the way over. So you can bring the right hip off the floor now, drop the leg over, look over the right shoulder. Keep the leg straight and flexed, foot's flexed. Breathe into it. And then bring the leg back up, bend the leg, give it a bit of a shake out, stretch it out. Notice how it feels compared to the left side. Take a moment, really reset before you move on to the other side. Bend both legs, hook the strap over the left leg now, over the left foot, flexing the foot, straightening through the left leg. Bring the hands either side of the belt, straighten the leg, flex the foot. Ease it off a little bit. We don't want to go to the full potential, we just want to go to where we can feel it. And then when you're ready, straighten out the right leg, flex both feet, deepen the stretch. Deep breaths in and out through the nose if you can. Swap the belt now so that it's both held in the left hand, and drop the left leg over towards the floor. Turn and look over the right shoulder, hands on the right hand on the floor for support. Feel the opening in the hip area. Now we're working on the left hip. Try not to grip on too hard with the left hand. And bring the leg back up, swap the hands right into the right hand, and bring the leg over just a few degrees so the foot is sitting over the right hip now. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. This can bring you to tears. This is like intense stretch through that left side or the right. It depends on where you are the most tight. And now bring the leg all the way over. Just for 5 breaths, left hip comes off the floor, leg comes towards the floor. Getting into that outside of the hip area. Feeling the releases, feeling the tension going. And notice now how at the moment you let go of it, the pain disappears and there's a lightness now in the legs and the hips. Take a moment and just sink into that feeling, that relief after the intensity. Hug the knees in and rock side to side. Again, easing out that lower back, letting go of any tension in the lower back. Find the tightness, find any tension that you've got in any of those muscles in the glutes, and just hover over that area to release the area. Really work yourself into it. And then take a moment, just come back to center. And we'll come into a hip lift, bridge, just to stretch out through the front of the body. So we're stretching out now through the quads. We've done the hamstrings, now we're working into the quads. Any tension in the front of the hip flexors and the quads through the front of the body, stretching it out. Relax the butt cheeks, push the heels into the floor. Let the hamstrings do the work. And then ease it out, hug it in, and relax. Take a deep breath in and a big clearing breath out, and then come on up. I'm going to grab the block. Let's come into Sphinx pose. So come onto your belly, elbows under shoulders, palms of the floors flat. Lift up and continue that front of the body stretch by now lifting the chin up and feeling the stretch through the front of the body. Pushing the elbows into the floor to lift you higher. Feel a stretch through the front of the throat, and then drop the head down and through it. Feel a stretch now through the back of the neck. So we're working into the neck and throat. into the fifth chakra area. So we want to stretch out both front and back. Take a few breaths now. Let the head be heavy. Use the weight of the head to stretch. Come on up. Come up onto hands and knees, and we'll stretch through the shoulders. Now you might need the block to bring your ear to the block. We're coming in to thread the needle. So we push the right arm through, and then we'll bring the left arm over the back. As I say, if you can't get your head to the floor, then use the block. We're twisting through the neck as well, opening up through the back, the upper back. Now let's come to the other side. Thread the left arm through, shoulder to floor, left ear onto the floor, right hand behind the back. Upper back stretch. If there's any tightness between the shoulder blades, this will ease it out for you. And then come on back up. Use the hand for support. Don't use the head to lift you up. Take a moment in tabletop just to recover, and then grab the block, and we're going to put it behind in the upper back area, above, between the shoulder blades or above the shoulders, above the bra strap. If you bring the feet together and the knees wide into butterfly. Opening up now through the front of the body. So we've just worked the upper back, now we're working the front of the body. Let the elbows be on the floor, relax the shoulders. You might need a cushion behind your head if you have trouble getting the head to floor. Just play around with that, but you definitely want the head on the floor for support. Now swap the legs over, now bring the knees together and the feet wide, and feel the opening in the lower back. So if there's any tension when you're in butterfly, this is actually a better option, or you can do both. You'll feel it definitely in bottom of the spine. You might want to pause the video here and stay here, or you can come release the block out and stretch it out. Feel a lightness now in the upper back and the front of the chest. Feel also in the head and neck. Might be feeling a little looser around the neck and throat area. We're going to do one last one, which is to bring the head and release for the neck. So we're going to use the block. We're going to put it on its edge and just pop it under the skull. So sit it nice and comfortably there, so that the sharp edge, or not too sharp, is sitting in under the skull. Either hold the block or just find that balance point, and then start to turn your head to the right until you can feel that really tight ropey piece of muscle and ligament. And we're using the weight of the head to relax and release that area. This is great for releasing tension headaches. And then just move over a little bit further to find that second. There's two ropey parts on each side. So move on to the next part. So maybe roll over it and then come back into the midsection of it. So don't sit on the edge of it. We want to be deep into those muscles and ligaments. Releasing the tension. Come back to the center, and then we'll go over to the right side. So find that first piece, that big area. You'll feel it. Go past it, then come back to it. And then just breathe as you release. And then take it a little further. Find that second part on the left side and release into that. Now gently come back to the center and then just play around for a little bit. Just moving your head side to side, finding the areas where the tension still remains, and then just taking a deep breath in and a clearing breath out at that point. When you're ready, remove the block and let's come into Shavasana. You can bring the hands to the belly or the rib cage, or you can bring them outside of the mat, palms facing up. Make sure that you relax the feet, shake the feet out. Feel all the tension go in the body now. Feel the breath coming all the way down into the belly. The diaphragm is working. We're doing those deep belly breaths, but in a relaxed way now, just letting natural expansion and contraction of the belly with the diaphragm moving. Notice any tension that still remains in the body and just shake it out. Settle yourself into it and take a moment. Feel the lightness in the body. Feel the lightness in the mind. Feel the journey that you've been on in the last 20 minutes or so. Maybe some things that have come up for you, some thoughts that have travelled through, but have also been released at the same time. And really settle in now to that stillness, the peace. Give yourself permission just to be. If any emotions come up, any overwhelm, just breathe it out. And be kind to yourself. And when you're ready, let's take a big stretch. Bring the arms overhead. Stretch and flex the feet. Shake it all out. Bring all the energy back, and then roll over onto your right side. Take a moment here to reset. Let the blood pressure come back to normal. And then come on up. Keep your eyes closed or the eye gaze low. Come on back up to a comfortable seated position. Nice and long through the spine. Lift the crown of the head up, but tuck the chin in. Feel the length through the neck. Feel that sit bones to floor, crown of the head to the heavens. Bring your hands together in prayer. Feel the energy. Feel the balance. Feel the calmness. Feel that new you. Feel how much restored, rejuvenated you feel. Ready to face whatever comes next. Take a deep breath in and a clearing breath out. And bow the head to open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you.